is that I don't hold grudges, because I take revenge on the spot. This child, haha, what a temperament. Not bad. Ding. Xiaoping, you're here. Grandpa. Then I'll arrange Tang Tang's accommodation first, Chairman. Go ahead. Is there something you want to tell me, Grandpa? Before your term starts, you'll temporarily work for the Southern Sky Group. Now? Won't it be too soon? I'm already old, and perhaps an accident might befall me one day. The Southern Sky Group is going to be yours in the future, so you must learn how to manage the group quickly. Grandpa, was I too harsh? Xiaoping is still just a high school after all, ahem, all right, then off you go to the Human Resources Department. Even if you're my grandson, you'll have to start from the bottom after joining the company. First, head to the Human Resources Department and stay there for 2 days. After that, I'll look for a chance to transfer you to the Research Department, and we'll build a lab especially for you. Do you need me to temporarily hide your identity? Hide my identity? Why? Well, I heard that young people nowadays like to play the pig to eat the tiger. Pretend to be weak in order for your opponents to lower their defense against you. That's for other people. I don't have such a disgusting interest. Ha ha ha, no wonder you're my grandson. You don't have that type of disgusting habit. Did Grandpa read too many novels? Chairman G, the arrangements are done. Okay. Go on, Xiaoping. Secretary Han will show you a different kind of battlefield. Xiaoping, this is the Human Resources Department. Huh? What's wrong? Nothing. I just met some familiar faces. Xiaoping, this is the head of our marketing department, Chao Xiang. Young Master Gao, it was presumptuous of me this morning. Department Head Chao, you must be joking. It was just a small matter. For a department head to bow and apologize to a newcomer, that's so uncool. To sacrifice a bit of ego and put me in an awkward position, this department head Chao sure is a genius. Healthy, calm. I'm sure young Master Gao has a lot of things to attend to today, so I won't be bothering you any longer. Let's have a meal together next time. Xiaoping, you and Chao Xiang, Uncle Han, it was only a small matter. Department Head Chao is just making a big deal about it. But he's putting himself down in public to a brat like me without harboring any negative emotions. Is he that good at controlling his emotions, or is he actually this calm? This is for you to find out, but with this stunt Department Head Chao pulled off, it'll be tiring for you to continue working here. How about you go to Bay District and handle the recruitment there? Bay District? Yes, Bay District. It's one of the districts in Yuzhou that's lacking economic development. How lacking? Many people died here during the cataclysm and the social structure changed drastically as a result. The residents remaining are those who can't adapt to change. Why is this place called Bay? It's because the people who were looking for jobs here came from all sorts of professions and industries before the cataclysm. Some residents were unwilling to resign themselves to their situation, so they worked hard and left this place. The remaining were, well, note, Bay, 100 industries, also means all kinds of industries. We're here. This is our Bay District branch. It's responsible for the human resources management in this district. That's Bay District's recruitment hall. The people inside are Bay's best. Bay's best? Best at what? It's just sarcasm. Many people here have either lost their loved ones, had their houses destroyed, or are unwilling to sign the blood contract. They think this is a curse from the devil and are just trying to get by. They have no hope for the future. All right, time to acquaint with your new colleagues. Xiaoping, this is Section Chief Wang from the Human Resources Management HQ, and this is Branch Manager Shui. Young Master Gao. Hello, Head Gao. Section Chief Wang, we're all colleagues here, so it's best to call me by my position. No problem, anything you say. Xiaoping, it is a bit messy here, but the management is relatively easier. It's a good place to develop one's skills. Good luck. Chairman G has given me other orders, so I'll be going now. Call me anytime. Give me a tour, Section Chief Wang. Yes, young Master Gao. This way. Young Master Gao, the place we just visited is the branch's warehouse, and this is our training center for familiars. Section Chief Wang, call me Head Gao going forward. I'll deduct your pay every time you call me by the wrong name. Understood, Head Gao. This wily old fox. Does every branch have such equipment? Yes, basically every branch has them, but no one uses it. Who would use something like this? Those in the Department of Security and the Central Security Bureau have more advanced and luxurious training venues. They go to the forest regularly for field training too. Okay, you can go do your work now. As for the recruitment of workers in Bay District, rest assured, young Master Gao, Head Gao. There are subordinates who will report to you about what's happening. You only need to worry about the specific recruitment and transfer of personnel. There won't be many affairs that need your intervention. Then, I won't bother you any longer. No one uses it, huh? Then where did these tears come from? Flamey, come here. Flamey is definitely a young familiar that's destined for the Lord tier. Its growth is fast and it has already reached level 20. Once it's promoted to the Commander tier, it'll be an incredible combat power. Not to mention that it'll rid me of my problem of not having a flying type familiar. Can you still fly? Try flying for a bit. Fly through these rings. I want to see how much agility you have left. Not bad. This acceleration is top-notch among flying-type familiars of this level. Let's try something easier. It's fine, don't be discouraged. You need to believe in yourself. You can definitely do it. You have more control now. Once more. Again. Nice, you did it. Flamey is the best. Huh? Just like that? What's this? A result of harsh training and natural talent? Leveled up, monster level, 21. I didn't expect Flamey's promotion to cause such a big spectacle. Monster name, Flaming Red Crane, growth period, monster level, level 21, monster grade, perfect, current grade, will demote to excellent grade upon reaching Lord tier, monster attribute, fire, monster ability, pyrokinesis level 1. Special characteristic, Fire Feather passive ability, resistance against fire is greatly increased. Active ability, feathers can detach from the body and fly towards the enemy. The feathers will ignite after combining with the elements in the air and cause an explosion. Both monster ability and special characteristic has been unlocked. The first passive ability is easy to understand, but I'm not too sure about the active ability. The blast doesn't come from the feather itself, but it acts as a spark to ignite the elements in the air to cause an explosion. The blast should be powerful, the only downside is this ability would use you Flamey's feathers. If this ability is used too often. Flamey, do you know that the form you were in when you got promoted will be your permanent form? Haha, I'm joking. Let's go, dummy. Night. We'll practice this today. How long have you been coming here? Half a year. I'm sorry, I know it's wrong, but... Forget it, but don't come through the hole in the future. I'm sorry, big brother, for using your equipment, and thank you. Seems like not everyone here is muddling through life. There are still some who yearn for the light despite being born in hell. Stop. Come through the front door next time. I'll have someone get you an identity card. Come here tomorrow morning. If someone stops you, say that Gao Ping told you to come. Yes, sir. Head Gao, the boy you mentioned has arrived. I've already made an identity card for him. Thanks. What's your name? Lead you in zone. There's a shower room over there. Wash your familiar and start training. Okay. Monster name, Blood Scavenger Rat, Heavy Metal Variant, Monster Level, Level 4, Monster Status, Mild Injury, Exhausted, Monster Grade, Excellent, Monster Attribute, Gold, Monster Weakness, 1, Fire Type 2. Light Type. The kid's lucky to have picked up a monster from the sewers and to have made it listen to him. If it wasn't for the rat, a young orphan like him wouldn't have been able to survive the sewers. You wouldn't know this, Head Gal, but there are a lot of monsters in the sewers here in Bay. They live off of trash. So they just leave them alone? Let them reproduce down there without a care in the world? In the beginning, the monsters came up above ground, but after a few of them were killed by the monster trainers, they just hid underground. I don't know how other Bay cities take care of them, but there's nothing to worry about in Ujo City. Chairman G has a familiar that lives in the sewers, and its food source is the monsters living down there. Interesting. Humans control the light of the city while the monsters occupy the shadow, stealing the garbage and waste thrown away by the humans. It's completely different from the situation in Chang'an City. There are a lot of monsters down there, so people from the city are afraid of going there. The last time I went down there was because I was really hungry, then I met this injured little blood rat. It's very agile. It dodges the other monsters and finds food for me. So this scavenger rat is the one feeding you. Section Chief Wang, our factories have expanded recently, but the recruitment for workers isn't going too well. Head Gao, you're saying. How about you work for me? You're young, so your salary will be lower than others, but we provide food and shelter, and you'll be able to use the training center for free after work. Thank you, big brother. Alas, I'm just too soft-hearted. Dormitory Gao Peng's room. Monster level, level 25. Level 25? I just asked Grandpa to look after it for the day. Did he feed Stripey some kind of top-tier ingredient? Dizzy and Stripey are still far from reaching the peak of their potential, so their current leveling is in a rapid growth period. But skipping levels is too much. Should I drop them off at Grandpa's more often? Even Silly, who has always played a minor role, has been promoted to level 20. But it's being restricted by its grade, so it wasn't able to break through to Commander tier. I remember it has a wood-type healing attribute after evolving into a wood-spirit jellyfish. Let's find a lab rat to test it out. Half an hour later. This effect is way too weak. Even if you healed it slowly, a wound this small should be able to heal by itself, but you wasted that much time only to heal a third of it. I give up. Just how weak is its healing ability? More importantly, it looks so proud of itself. No. It must be because the level isn't high enough. I heard that most of the materials I asked Grandpa to collect are ready. When I get back, this familiar will be strengthened again, and it'll be useful on the battlefield once its level goes up. What's wrong, dummy? Want to go back? Miss her. Miss my daughter. Daughter? I didn't know you're already a father ape. Don't worry, we'll visit your hometown tomorrow. That settles it. Red Sand River Chuanchu. The ships here are rather daring. Such a small ship dares to sail along the river so boldly? Uncle, are there monsters below the river? Yes, of course. But don't worry. All of our ships here have one of the king red carp scales attached to the bottom. As long as we don't attack any of the monsters, they won't attack us. The king red carp is very nice. All we need to do is offer it some monsters as tribute and it'll reward us with some of its scales. Its scales can protect us from being attacked by monsters while we sail along the river. I've never heard anything like this before, but I'm not surprised. If any news of the government being unable to protect its citizens and forcing them resort to worshipping monsters for protection got out, the government's reputation would be tarnished. In order to maintain the security of a base city, they'd need at least a lower-tier familiar or monster. Yuzhua and Chang'an both have the best monster trainers protecting their places, so they don't have to worry about monster invasions from the surrounding forests, but it's different for a small base city. Boss, we're here. Are you familiar with this place? Is this the trace they left behind? But this trace is from a few months ago. It's all right. Maybe they moved elsewhere. What's wrong? Stripey, follow him. This is the first time I'm seeing Dummy so emotional. Go on, go take a look. They're your family after all. Didn't you say you were once the king of your tribe? No. No go. Is it because he thinks he isn't a living being anymore? It's okay, Dummy. Go take a look. We can hide behind the trees, so we don't disturb them. What matters is that you're happy. Daddy was useless. Daddy was caught when you were only 3 months old and couldn't be there to protect you. But Daddy still loves you. So a skeleton can shed tears too. Don't you want to bring your daughter back? I'll give her the best possible life. With me, she is not free. Here, she is free. But with Master, I am very happy. Dummy. It must be the hunters. 10 minutes earlier. Brother Lee, why are we going through such trouble to catch these Red River apes? They aren't valuable monsters anyway. Miss Zhou of the Zhou family has recently developed a taste for Red River ape hearts, and that's why they are offering a high price for the monsters. Their market price has already tripled. The Zhou family. Triple the price. Such smooth and glossy fur. I can tell that its heart would definitely fetch a good price from just one look. These are just a bunch of normal tier monsters. Not to mention that these are the shores of the Red Sand River. There's practically no chance of running into any powerful monsters here. Let the hunting game begin. I missed. We'll need to upgrade our weapons after this. Boss. We have a situation. Go. Don't just stand there. Grab the things and hide in the trees. Ironbacked Wolf is dead? So fast? Since when did Liz Ho have ghoul-type monsters? And a commander tier monster at that? We are doomed, Brother Lee. This ghoul-type monster is on the same side as those Red River apes. We don't have weapons that can harm a commander tier ghoul-type monster. We're trapped. Don't panic and let's wait and see. That's a monster trainer? His familiar is also a commander tier. There are no monster trainers who'd look the other way at the sight of a wild ghoul-type monster. We're saved. Note, meaning that they would want to catch it. Brother, save us. Save you? Sorry, I'll need to give saving a scumbag like you some thought. Don't be afraid. Daddy will protect you. I'll watch over her, Dummy. Flamey, DZ, protect her. Sea Captain. That monster trainer is on the same side as that ghoul-type monster. Idiot. Could you not be so loud? Oh. It's coming for us. I think my ribs are broken. Xiao Wang. Xiao Li. Both of them are caught. No. I need to run. Stripey, spider web. What? Spare me, please spare me, big brother. My mother is already 70 and my father is 72. My older and younger brothers both died during the cataclysm. Right now there's only me in the family. Without me, my parents and my 13-year-old child will all starve to death. We can give you all of the Red River apes we've killed. We're all humans. Don't kill us, we'll do anything for you. Please, mercy. Killed? Aren't you catching these Red River apes to make them familiars? Familiars? If it wasn't for the Zhou family's second daughter having a familiar that likes to eat the hearts of these apes, who would come to hunt these worthless monkeys? Worthless monkeys? Ha, so you're slaughtering all these Red River apes just to appease that what? The Zhou family's second daughter? Why yeah, they're among the most powerful influences in Yuzhou City. Big bro. This was all Captain Li's idea. Could you please let us go? These monkeys, no, these Red River apes are all very gentle and won't attack people. That's right. Captain Li was the one who said we could mark up the price if we killed all of the Red River apes so that the other teams could not get their hands on them. So that's why. Dummy, you take care of this as you see fit. We'll wait for you by the river. Hey, kid. Don't go. I'm warning you, you rascal. Nothing good will come out of opposing the Zhou family. Let me go right now and I'll deal with them for you. Do you hear me? You guys, come. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. And no. Gee, get away from me. Grandpa, I don't think I did anything wrong, but why am I feeling so down? Do you regret it? I don't know. Then let's change the question. If you were given another chance, would you stop your familiar? No. Isn't that your answer right there? Boy, you're such a faker. Stick true to your beliefs and do what you want to do. In the outside world, you won't lose by being a bit more ruthless. I'd rather see others lose than see you lose to them. As for the remaining Red River apes, I'll have someone bring them back to Yuzhou and provide land for them to live in. As long as there is demand from the Zhou family, there will be countless poachers. All right, Grandpa's busy. Play by yourself, won't you? Okay. Let's go down and take a look at the red carp then. It's King Red Carp. King Red Carp can understand our language, so don't say it wrong next time. Okay, understood. The place where the sacrificial ceremony will be held is just over there. The sacrificial monster's level and grade are used to determine the level of contribution. The scales would then be distributed according to the person's contribution level. Then how does the King Red Carp deliver the goods? Deliver the goods. It's here. Monster name, Dragon Blood Red Sand Carp, Red Sand River Lord, Monster Level, 44, Lord Tier, Monster Grade, Perfect, Monster Attribute, Water, Monster Skills, Water Mastery LV3 Hardened Scales LV2. A Perfect Grade Lord Tier, huh? It's King Red Carp. Quick, everyone, take out your sacrifices. It's King Red Carp. Quick, everyone, take out your sacrifices. Everyone shall take the scales in the order of offering sacrifices, or else you'll anger King Red Carp. This is the first time I've seen a veteran lord use its ability. Its hydrokinesis is just as mystical as in fairy tales. I wish I could take a closer look. I wonder what Grandpa's Lord Tier familiar is. A wild lord can't be observed up close, but I can touch one that belongs to the family, right? South Africa Lusaka. Which area is it now? There's a high-energy spatial reaction nearby. The white-bellied space worm has become agitated and it's most likely a spatial rift. Hurry! Send a red-spotted falcon and a white-bellied space worm to go check out the target location. Oh, damn. Fly higher. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, no. Yuzhou outskirts Ji Hanwu's villa. Lusaka has experienced a high-energy reaction. A new active spatial rift has appeared and Lusaka is warmly welcoming monster trainers from all across the world to head over to the city. Grandpa, shouldn't the appearance of a spatial rift be treated as something very serious? Why does it feel as if it's something very good? Of course it's dangerous, but which place isn't dangerous these days? Up until now, only 3 spatial rifts have been discovered. Temporary spatial rifts only appeared during the early periods of the cataclysm, and none of them have shown up within the last 2 years. So those who think they're strong see the appearance of the spatial rift as an opportunity instead. Spatial rifts mean new familiars, and more importantly, new familiars from other worlds. New things are always popular. You should understand this. This logic is the same no matter where you go. Oh, right. This is the card to the villa's laboratory. The materials you wanted me to help you look for have been mostly found. See if you can put them to use. But I must say, if you want to raise your familiars, you can look for the advanced level monster breeders in the company. Consulting with them should be better than experimenting on your own. Thanks, Grandpa. Grandpa doesn't know that I have the system. The system is way much more reliable than any advanced level monster breeders. All right, enough of that. You've just come back, so rest here for 2 days. Grandpa, can I see your familiars? White is here. Go find it yourself. Backyard Lake, White should be its name, right? I've searched the whole house, but I couldn't find it. Forget it on such a hot summer day, I should just enjoy a cooling bath in the lake. Wow, it's really cooling. Huh? Why am I flying? Flamey. Flamey. Save me. Don't look down, don't look down. White, this is your little master, so play gently. Huh? Master. Flamey. Holy moly. This is a dragon? A real dragon? Monster name, White Aquatic Dragon, Monster Level, 50, Lord Tier, Monster Grade, Perfect, Monster Attribute, Cloud/Water, Monster Condition, Healthy, Acting Cute, Monster Skills, Water Control Level 4, Cloud Control Level 4, Hardened Scales Level 3. Special Characteristics, Cloud Walker, Rain Armor Effect 1 Passive Skill, when within clouds, fog, or cloud-type environments, the aquatic dragon's agility and speed will be greatly increased. Effect 2 Passive Skill, when within lakes, oceans, rivers, storms, or other water bodies and water-type environments, the aquatic dragon's scales and claws will become much harder and more powerful. Note, effects are stackable. Requirements for promotion to Epic Grade: 1. Pure Blood Evolution 2. Calamity Evolution 3. Water-type Evolution. Although both have the blood of a dragon, the White Aquatic Dragon definitely easily surpasses the Dragon Blood Red Sandcarp in both level and ability. Its special characteristics are both passive skills. One increases its speed and agility, and the other increases the hardness and power of its scales and claws. So you can imagine just how terrifying its physical capabilities are. White Dragon is the highest leveled familiar that I've ever encountered, but maybe because I'm an ally, it has fully suppressed its aura. I don't feel an ounce of pressure from it. Then. I'm so sleepy, how stingy. Looks like I won't be able to pat it. How boring. I'm going. What is with that "what ya gonna do about it" expression? I should just go back and level up Silly. Z and Stripey's grade has also dropped a level due to their promotion. I'll need to raise them back to perfect grade. Villa's Simple Laboratory. Last time, the green serum had caused Silly to turn into its current jade green color, but this time serum is red. Does that mean Silly can? It's working. This aroma is pretty nice, and a bit familiar. It's like some kind of fruit. Green apple. This. Monster name, Dimensional Jellyfish, Monster Grade, Perfect, Monster Level, 20, Monster Attribute, 1, Space 2. Wood, Monster Weakness, 1, Electric Type 2. Ice Type 3. Afraid of fish? It's okay. At least in poor light conditions, the color won't be obvious, it's fine. As if. Morning, boss. You're here rather early. Jiwenzong is the first to arrive at the training ground, but the last to leave almost every day. Let's try that again. He's so hardworking. It wasn't a waste for me to help him. Flamey, same as before, 2 at a time. Flamey's flames have grown significantly more powerful since last week. Right now, firing 2 continuous fireballs is easy for it. Our training seems to be extremely effective. However, training a fire-type familiar in the summer is torture. Head Gao. We've begun the recruitment process. As you've instructed, we opened up some jobs for orphans or children from single-parent families this time. When you have time, do come and monitor our work. No need. Although we're nominally in a superior and subordinate relationship, I'll be spending most of my time training my familiars. I'll leave the daily work to you. All right. Many in the company are saying how generous Head Gao is. Recruiting children was illegal back in the days, but in today's world, giving these children some easy work to do so that they can afford a meal is a good deed. All right, stop trying to curry favor with me in front of the child. Keep a lookout for promising talents and let me know if there are any. Character first, capability second. Understood. What's going on over there? I heard a monster appeared in the factory and a lot of workers went missing. Their family members have come looking for them. So Manager Shui is probably discussing the search and rescue mission with Security Supervisor Jiang. Looks like the discussion isn't going well. Supervisor Jiang, what's the situation right now? Have you found the monster? Head Gao. The workers were found and were sent to the hospital. They've sustained grave injuries but were able to avoid death, but the monster is a slippery thing. It fled into the underground sewage system. Just who told him about this? Dealing with a clueless grandiose toff like him is the most troublesome. Sewage system? How did a monster manage to enter the factory through the sewage system? Were the underground defensive installations damaged? If so, it needs to be resolved quickly. It'll be troublesome if more monsters come in through the underground sewage system. Head Gao, there are no defensive measures placed in the sewage system. There's only an alloy gate that discharges liquid waste from the factory. No defensive measures? Supervisor Jiang, what's the meaning of this? We thought that the water pressure would be enough to prevent the monsters from entering the factory, and we have the alloy gate, don't we? Do you think we've time for this? I only know that people have been seriously injured in a supposedly safe working environment, hindering our work, and this is the result. Supervisor Jiang, show me the way. Manager Shui, you stay here and deal with the aftermath. Yes, Head Gao. Who doesn't know how to talk in public? Factory yard. Head Gao, this is where the monster disappeared. There are definitely no lower-tier monsters living in the sewage system, and I remember that Grandpa has a familiar living there. All potentially dangerous monsters have probably been exterminated by it already. I'll go take a look. Wait, Head Gao. Best leave this sort of thing to us. You're going to send your 4-winged devil mantis? Devil mantises aren't suited for combat in damp, dark places. It's not cut out for the job. Ugh. Do you think I don't know that? If it wasn't for this, I would have gone down there long ago. Sheltered brats like you, all like to act tough. In the end, we're the ones who have to clean up after you. Worry not, I believe in my familiar. It can adapt to all sorts of environments. Right? I believe in your ability, Supervisor Jiang, but every familiar has its limitations. 4-winged devil mantises are suitable for combat in wide, open spaces. Besides, something major has happened in the factory. I need you to maintain order. He's actually helping me out? This brat is a bit different from the others. Be careful, Head Gao. It's not a high-level monster, but its movements are quick and agile, and it can also climb on walls. Watch out from above. Once you're down there, walk westward and you'll reach the alloy gate, okay? Dizzy, Stripey, let's go. You guys, we're not here to play. But come to think of it, I don't feel nervous at all. What's wrong? Is there something up there? Holy shit, a cockroach this big. Stripey. So fragrant. Master, can I eat? Can I eat? Yes, yes. Yummy food, yummy food. Yummy food flew away. A flying disc. Giant flying disc. Wow, amazing, amazing. Looks like normally the alloy gate would be tightly shut. It should only open when the factory discharges wastewater. Could the two monsters have slipped through the alloy gate and gone up against the current when it was opened? Weird, they were actually able to go against the current and go through the gate. What made these two cockroaches so determined? God damn it. Damn, this many. What's that sound coming from inside? Stripey, go. Dizzy, watch our backs. Flamey, burn them. Huh? That fat one that's ordering the other cockroaches is probably their leader. The sound I heard just now was probably it giving them orders to attack. Stripey. There. Get their leader first. Yes. They finally dispersed. Seems like these gigantic cockroaches were the cause of the factory's accident. The numbers are there. There'll always be one or two that coincidentally rush inside when the door opens. What's the matter, Stripey? Something's moving in my mouth. It's moving, it's moving. Monster name, Dark Doubter, Parasite Subbody, Monster Level, 19, Monster Grade, Perfect, Monster Attribute, Dark, Monster Hobby, Eating Metal, Monster Weakness, Hates Sunlight, Parasite Characteristic, Suck up blood and fat beneath the host's skin as nutrition. Enables the host to recover their physical strength, repair their inner wounds, and upgrade their outer skin's defensive power. A type of parasitic plant? A subbody, its grade is pretty good and its strengthening attributes aren't bad either. Sorry. You're still very young, yet you have so much to bear. Yes, that's it. There's another one on the left. Ahem, I can tell you don't have the habit of rinsing your mouth regularly, Stripey. Dizzy, we'll be counting on your sense of smell to swing by our new friend's place for a cup of tea later. We'll find the main body if we follow the subbody. What's going on? Boss, there's a big fellow behind us. But I don't think it has ill intentions. No ill intentions, Monster level, 39. Phew, it's level 39. If we fought, we definitely couldn't win. Why would such a scary monster be in the sewer? I thought Grandpa's familiar had cleaned this place up. Wait, don't tell me it's Grandpa's familiar. Shit, if Grandpa finds out about this, I'll be laughed at again. Dizzy. You still remember the smell of those black threads, right? I've suffered emotional damage, so I need something to make up for it. Found you. Flamey, block it. Dizzy, electrocuted. Seems like its parasitic relationship is more similar to symbiosis. The Dark Doubter can't give a forced command to the host. But it's also good this way. All I need is its ability and not its thoughts. Struggling is futile, hee. How's the situation? It's already taken care of. Get someone to fix the crack in the ground. Dummy, take this. Dizzy, you guys head back first and rest. This daughter is a bit dumb. It's searching for blood and flesh on a skeleton. Dummy, what are you doing? Squirm, tickle. No like. Forget it, it can't be tamed in such a short amount of time. Section Chief Wang, find a bulletproof glass box to keep it in. Grandpa, what's up? You can come back now, Xiaoping. Come back? But I just arrived not long ago. I haven't managed to get anything done yet. Your personal laboratory is ready. Come back and have a look. It's ready? Yeah. I'll head there right now. Inside a cave behind the lake of Ji Hanwu's villa, Grandpa, this is a little too high profile. This is nothing. Go touch that beam of light. The door opened. This is way too posh. Wow, how is it? Are you satisfied with the laboratory? If you aren't, we can build another one. I'm very satisfied. Xiaoping, let me introduce you to two people. These two are the only two advanced monster breeders in our company, Ding Yimiao, Su Heming. Nice to meet you, my name is Ding Yimiao. Chairman G, I was in the middle of an experiment. 20% increase of the experiment budget this month. Chairman G is wise. This is my grandson, Gao Peng, an intermediate monster breeder. To be an intermediate monster breeder at such a young age is indeed outstanding. Ha ha ha, not at all. This kid's talent is just normal, actually. You guys should stop praising him or else he'll become arrogant. I invited them here to help you with your experiment. If there's any experiment you want to do, you can seek guidance from them. Grandpa, I want to create a few evolution agents first. I discovered a few evolutionary pathways of some familiars. We can directly create experimental drug agents for them. If we could produce standard drug agents, we would definitely make a considerable profit selling them while increasing the Southern Sky Group's reputation. Really? My grandson is so damn good. A real genius. I'm so happy. Ha ha ha. Grandpa, you're really not suited for acting. Your acting skills are actually even worse than Sister Tang Tang's. As for these two, they're probably laughing at me for pitching such a ridiculous idea. After all, even an advanced monster breeder might not be able to produce a stable familiar evolution agent. Alright, seems like I'll need to produce results to make my point. Grandpa. Teachers. This is a new reagent that I developed myself. I call this reagent the Bloody Butcher. The main ingredients of this drug agent are bloody fruit, golden thread fungi, and the organs of the black magic spider. And as for the test subject, a common ape-type monster, the Black Raging Kong. The Black Raging Kong? Aren't the reagents for its two evolutionary paths already very matured? Well, the ingredients that young Master Gao suggested are easier to acquire. If this reagent can successfully evolve the Black Raging Kong, then it'll be a very successful improved version. An improved version? For the first experiment, I, naturally, need to leave you guys with an exceptionally deep impression. Because the experiment is a bit intense, a large amount of anesthetic spray is required. Wait until the Black Raging Kong is unconscious, and use the machine to inject the reagent. This is a never-before-seen reaction. Just having this kind of intense reaction is worth researching. Even if this fails, I can still discover many useful things from this experiment. Ji Hanwu's grandson is really something. Monster name, Blood Raging Kong, Special Bloody Evolution, Monster Level, Level 10, Monster Grade, Excellent, Monster Attribute, Blood, Monster Preference, Quiet and Light Music, Monster Weakness, 1, Septic Blood Berry 2. Grasshoppers, Requirements for Promotion to Perfect Grade, 1, Advanced Bloody Evolution. It's evolving. It's actually evolving. This is astounding, Chairman G. I've never seen this kind of evolution method before. So you're saying no one has discovered this monster before, right? That's right, there is no such ape type currently known. Xiao Su, test it with the soul crystal obsidian. Yes. Teacher Deng, what's a soul crystal obsidian? This soul crystal obsidian is a type of natural stone. It's a mutation of an obsidian. After being treated, it can be used to test the grade of any monsters below Lord tier. The results are out. Blue, it's excellent grade. The red one has already succeeded. Then the other three. Xiaopeng really does keep surprising me, but if the public got wind of his talent, it could put him in a lot of danger. What happened today is a company secret. It's forbidden to share what happened with anyone. Understood. Chairman G, I understand. Have you given this monster a name? You're the first person to create this type of monster, so you should name it. A name. Then let's call it Blood Raging Calm. I name these three reagents Earth Reagent Type 1, Petrochemical Reagent Type 1, and Royal Reagent. This giant ant has already been injected with the petrochemical reagent. Let's view the result together. A lack of long-ranged attacks is a common characteristic among monsters during their early stages. But it's hard to change their agility, as that would involve changing their whole body structure. However, it isn't hard to raise their defenses. Monster name, Stone Heart Ant. Monster level, level 7. Monster grade, excellent. Monster preference, 1. Sugar water 2. Tree sap. Monster condition, healthy, inflated. This is the result of the reagent. I'll call it Stone Heart Ant. This one is also excellent grade. That's not all. Let's take a look at the result of the royal reagent. The wolf mountain sparrow is a common bird-type monster in Shanxing. It evolved from the russet sparrow that had existed before the cataclysm. The wolf mountain sparrow isn't very big, but it's fast. Moreover, it has a fierce temperament. The inside of its beak is covered with sharp teeth. After the royal reagent was used, it evolved into an emperor wolf mountain sparrow, and its grade went from normal to excellent. However, the royal reagent has a small defect. The continuous use of the royal reagent can evolve a monster to perfect grade, but it also makes it harder for it to be promoted to Lord tier. A reagent that can guarantee a monster's evolution to perfect grade with continuous use, and the only drawback is that it'll be harder for it to be promoted to Lord tier. You call this a defect? As for the Earth reagent, it can evolve the Golden Light Dog into the Earth Golden Light Dog, and its grade will be increased by 1. Its strength and toughness will also experience varying degrees of increase. Ha ha ha, in the future, if you need any materials, just ask your grandpa. Also, you only need to tell me any results from your future experiments. You don't need to report it to anyone else in the company. Okay. Prepare to mass-produce the Bloody Butcher reagent, the Earth reagent Type 1, and the Petrochemical reagent Type 1 and sell them to the public. The Royal reagent has more value, so we won't sell it yet. Then we'll return to our positions now, Chairman G. Youngsters nowadays are terrifying. I'm afraid that he isn't that far behind me. Yes, perhaps he will surpass us in less than 2 years. Our path is no longer lonesome. Having a personal laboratory is just to make it convenient for me to produce reagents to hand to Grandpa. With the system, I don't need to carry out experiments to research the evolution pathways of monsters. Staying in the laboratory is just a way to enjoy the air conditioning and waste time. Grandpa, are there any expeditions being organized by our group lately? What? You are interested in the wild and want to be a world hunter? Don't you think world hunters are cool, Grandpa? There's a very special group in the monster trainer community known as the World Hunters. Every world hunter has their own title. They are celebrities in the monster trainer community and are also one of the most unique and powerful monster trainer organizations. Unlike most inactive monster trainers, they would go deep into the mountains and explore unknown areas where humans hadn't set foot yet. They are the explorers of the world and the warriors of the wilderness. The military needs to defend the base cities and protect humanity. Nearly half the known areas that humans have explored so far have been scouted by the world hunters. Just thinking about it makes me excited. You've always been wild ever since you were young. It's not that you can't go out into the wild, but you need to train your familiars more. The way your familiars fight is too crude. The real wilderness isn't like a grove near the base city. Danger lurks everywhere. So before you get my permission, you can't go into the wild. Otherwise, I'll break your legs and have you stay in bed. I have the shifting constellations technique, so if you want to break my legs, you'll need to break all of my familiars' legs first. Dizzy, Stripey, Silly, Flamey, Flamey can be excluded. Note, Dizzy has hundreds of legs, Stripey has 8, and Silly has a lot of tentacles. Wake up tomorrow at 6 o'clock and bring all of your familiars for special training. Yes. 5:57. I asked you to come at 6 o'clock, and you really came exactly at 6 o'clock. You're quite punctual. Since you're so punctual, I want to reward you with 30 push-ups. What? But we humans can never beat a familiar, and we have the protection of our familiars, so there's no need. No need? This is outrageous. Even a normal tier black raging Kong wouldn't necessarily be able to destroy the tree with just one kick. You don't need to train because you have the protection of your familiars? How naive. If nothing else, don't you need the stamina when running away from danger? We're monster trainers. Protecting our own lives is the most important thing. As long as we're still alive, we will have a chance to change the tide of a battle. Grandpa isn't wrong. Although the strength that comes from the feedback from our familiars is small, if our familiars are high-leveled enough, the amount of power that's given to us through the feedback will also gradually increase. That's why with the increase of the number of familiars and their levels, a monster trainer's strength will slowly surpass that of a normal human's. By the way, I've only used 30% of my strength just now. 30%? Wow. Hee, Xiaoping will surely worship me now. You just wanted to show off in front of your grandson. Dizzy is an electric type. What a coincidence. I have a familiar who may be able to give it a push. Come out, Thunder God. Monster name, Thunder God Snail. Monster level, level 39. Monster grade, epic. Monster attribute, electric water. Monster state, healthy, stable. Monster skills, Thunder Mastery Level 3, Water Mastery Level 2, Hardened Shell Level 3, Special Characteristics, Electric Shell, Effect 1, Passive Skill, Thunder Mastery +1, Effect 2, Active Skill. Fully releases all the electric energy saved in its electric shell, creating a catastrophic thunderstorm within a certain range. Requirements for promotion to Legendary Grade, Thor's Stone X1, 30 tons of healing water. I found the Thunder God Snail in the ocean. It isn't very strong, but it has a very gentle character. That should be enough to train Dizzy. So it really was Grandpa's familiar that we saw in the sewers. Go on. The Thunder God Snail's attribute is similar to yours. You should know that it's your senior, and you need to listen to your seniors, understand? Dummy. Gao Ping, you don't want me anymore. Gao Ping, you've changed. Train properly. How could I have a familiar who's this cowardly? You're the coward. You're the most cowardly. I learned it from you. Thunder God Snail, I will be handing this disobedient familiar to you to train. Please don't hold back. Thunder God said it's no problem. Leave it to it. Grandpa, what about Stripey, Dummy, and Flamey? Let Flamey train with Dizzy. Although the Thunder God Snail is a water and electric type, they're both elemental types, so there are a lot of similarities. Dummy is a ghoul type, and it has a close-range fighting style. How are you planning on developing Stripey? Defense and control. It's a tank that has the ability to limit others' fighting capabilities. Then we need to train its control and counterattack abilities. White Dragon, you're the training partner for Dummy and Stripey. Big Fish. Then, let's begin. This light is, Stripey realized its Earth-type ability on the spot. It's digging a hole as a trap? I didn't expect Stripey to use tactics. Monster state, berserk. No. Stripey is agitated again. It'll be troublesome if Stripey goes crazy. It actually landed a hit. Ha ha ha. Stripey and Dummy still need more training, although the gap in levels is quite big. They were defeated way too quickly. How are they doing? You're powerful. I'm not as powerful as you. This is what I could do when I was at your level. This is my true power. Wow. Actually, it's not as hard as you think. For us, controlling electricity is a natural talent, just like how you can walk with the hundreds of legs you have. Because that is your talent. You'll be able to do it if you practice, but for this bird next to you, walking with hundreds of legs at a time is something impossible. Am I right? What does this have to do with me? I don't care how many legs you have. Your legs are still short anyway. You were able to create a fireball on your first try? Even I had to try a few times before I succeeded, but this one-legged bird succeeded in just one shot. You have a lot of potential. What's there to be smug about? It's just channeling the hidden power inside your body. I can do it too. Oh, this is my power. Now, the next step is to slowly release the power in its body. Come on, DZ. Out. I give up. Big fishy, don't eat me. Half a month later. Nice. Eh? Is the battle over? Not bad. Your reflexes and speed have reached the qualifying standards. The water controlling ability I used just now was on the level of most commander tier water-type monsters. If you can get close enough to the enemy under such conditions, it means you've already won half the battle. As for you, you're just a tank, so you just need to withstand attacks. It's okay, at least you're not afraid of being hit. As for Flamey, after all its training, it can control fire skillfully now. Impressive. And DZ looks like he needs more training. On the other hand, Silly finally reached commander tier in half a month. Its portable space has increased tremendously, to as big as a rear compartment of a large truck. My dream of having a portable warehouse has finally come true. The training objectives Grandpa said have basically been achieved. I've already prepared the necessities needed for surviving in the wilderness, such as food, medicine, and tents. So, this is for you. What's this, Grandpa? A map, a tablet, and a compass. This tablet is solar-powered. There's an electronic version of the map on it, and you can also use it to make calls if there's a signal. I've already taught you how to use a map and a compass. It's a map of the interior regions. It shows the terrain of Ujo. It also shows where the dangerous areas are. You should refer to it often. You have a flying type familiar, so you have more protection than most monster trainers on expeditions. You need to learn to make the correct decisions when facing danger. As long as I'm here, I'll always be there to be your shield. Just do everything that you want to do with confidence. Grandpa. I remember that his hair had once been black. Okay. I'll be back. A jungle outside Ujo City. I should be here right now. There are way too many red circles on the map. I can roughly spot at least 10 of them. These are all territories that belong to lower-tier monsters. No wonder Grandpa said the wilderness is dangerous. In order for Stripey to get promoted to the epic grade, it will need to swallow an Earth Spirit Core, then sleep for 72 hours in black soil for it to evolve into an Earth Shield Spider. Earth Spirit Core, Earth Spirit Core. I'm not sure if it's because my soul strength has increased. Earth spirit core can be easily found deep in caves that are surrounded by mountains. But when I put my focus on certain materials,